Welcome to Next Step Advanced Sketching Techniques. Today, students, we're going to sketch out a photorealistic skyscape scene. So we're going to sketch out a beautiful blue sky and a sun and maybe some birds and a cloud. Alright, so let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is we want to create a line just to kind of separate the sky from the ground. So in this case, since we're concentrating on the ground, what we're going to do is we're going to do our horizon near the bottom of the page. And for our ground, I think a good color today would be white, maybe a blanket of snow. I like the color white. I like the color yellow. Yellow is probably my favorite. And then we're going to add a new color. We're going to add the color blue. One color that I've never really cared for, and I think my students should agree with this, is the color green. I'm not a big fan of green. Green clothes, green plants, green fruits, green vegetables. Going a long way back in my life, there's a few reasons, but I don't like the color green, and I choose not to use the color green. Alright, so in our sky, now here's the snow. Maybe we have a snowball here, and a snowball here, and maybe we can do a snow monster, or a snowman, or a snow woman. That'd be fun, eh? Alright, now let's start by sketching a nice cloud. Now remember, clouds, you don't want to draw like an 8-month-old baby. Clouds are going to have little contours and dashes surrounding it, and some parts of the cloud are going to be darker than others, just depending on the way light hits it. And clouds are contaminated with carcinogenic chemicals. That's why the darker shading shows up more in some clouds than others. If you see a white puffy cloud, that just means it's a pure cloud with no carcinogenic properties. But if there's any darkening to the cloud, and that's a lot of people don't know, a white puffy cloud can rain just as easily as a dark cloud. It's just the dark cloud carries carcinogenic toxic chemicals. Alright, so moving on. Now we'll go ahead and sketch out our sun. Sun, S-U-N. It's just another word to describe the star that our planet circles around. It actually is a star. A lot of people don't know that. They think it's a really hot planet. Well, I used to think it was just a really hot planet. Alright, it's going to have rays coming out from every which way. What else should we expect in our sky? Well, what about nature's aviators? What about a nice bird flapping its wings, soaring high above the snow, looking maybe for a snow mouse to pounce, or a snow worm? And that's one thing we can infer. If there are polar bears, or bears which are white called polar bears, then we should expect to see polar worms and polar squirrels. Polar worms we would think would be white, correct? Correct. Polar squirrels we would expect to be white. And that's really the theme of today, is color matching and color appreciation. Now, typically birds of a feather walk together, or birds of a feather fly together, correct? Correct. And maybe these two birds are friends, or perhaps business partners in a new venture. We're not sure. Do they know each other and they're circling around? All right. What else do you expect to see in the sky? Well, maybe you expect to see a distant comet. That's the trail of the comet. The trail of the comet shows you the direction it's going in. So this is kind of like jet exhaust. So you definitely know the comet is going to be going this way. And this is like its power. This is how a comet shoots off, almost like a rocket engine. So it's going to continue across the horizon that way. And notice how it's in line with the sun. All right, I think we are ready to build or draw our snowman. So let's go ahead and do that. the snowman base is just going to be kind of like a stretched out circle. Then we're going to do the same thing, but just a little bit smaller. And then the very top part of the snowman, the top circle or snow woman, is going to be a little bit smaller. You can see how you decrease the size as you build up. And usually use sticks or twigs for snowman arms. So let's go ahead and do that. When I was a child, I wasn't allowed to have normal toys, so I collected sticks, and I had stick friends, and I would use my imagination, and it was me and my sticks during the day and at night, and I came up with a lot of interesting imaginative ways to incorporate the sticks into my imaginative play. All right. So most snowmen or snow women are going to have these top hats, these black top hats. My father was a chimney sweeper by claim, and so he had a hat very similar to this one. And then a snowman, you're going to have to find you 2 pieces of coal. Coal, C-O-A-L, just another word for the black circles, discs that you cook your barbecue on. Maybe cook your heat up some SpaghettiOs if the power's out. And then a carrot is going to serve as the snowman's nose. Carrots are going to have these little lines. We want to pay attention to detail. That's what I want to teach my students. The devil's in the detail. And then smaller pieces of coal are going to be used for the mouth. You're going to have to find additional pieces of coal for the buttons, for the snow jacket, for the snowman or snow woman. And if it is a snow woman, then you might need some additional pieces of coal to outline, say, the snow dress right here. Now, a lot of people stop there when they're building a snowman, but you can also build snow legs. A little bit harder for the snow person to stand up, but if you pack the ice, I believe you can get the snow person to stand up for an extended period of time. All right, so we've got a snow person. Well, let's go ahead and color, folks. Remember, today we're going to we're going to color blue for our sky. Blue is a beautiful color, and I have these special ink markers here. These are very expensive. If you message me in the YouTube chat function, then these will run you about $100. But you can see how if you message me and give me your credit card info, I can send one out to you. I need your address. I also need your shirt size, because I'm going to send people who buy this. I'm going to need your shirt size and your not your P.O. box, but your actually where you live. And I'm going to send you out a nice shirt that says advanced. Well, pardon me. It says next step, advanced sketching techniques. And now remember, when we're coloring, the sky's not going to be just the same hue of blue. It's going to vary depending on the sun's rays, where the sun's hitting. So we want to keep that in mind. The comet's not blue, correct? Correct. And any of you that ever send in art to me to scrutinize, to look at, especially for some of our grading exercises, please do not use the color green. It's just one of the colors I don't like. I don't care for green. I don't care for any natural objects that are green, say like zucchini or cucumber, any of those vegetables, avocados. I don't care for green. Military green, any green. I don't like green. All right, so please avoid those colors. Now, a snowman could have some blue snow boots, That's reasonable to expect, correct? Correct. All right. We're just going to gently color the cloud here, because this cloud could be a very thin cloud. And since we're painting over the sun, this is it really doesn't matter if we color the sun, because we're going to add a layer over this layer. So I'm going to teach you today about layering. So it doesn't matter that the blue is there. All right, looking good. All right, now let's color our sun. And I'll pick out my favorite color, my most favorite color of all. And this is just going to add a layer. It's odd. This was not expected. Our sun has turned a shade of green, and that is... Let me see if I can fix this, folks. Let's try again. At first you don't succeed. Try. Thank you for watching Next Step Advanced Sketching Techniques. Today we're painting a skyscape scene, and the sky is blue, and we've done a snowman or a snow woman. Snow women can have yellow hair. So what's that? Don't understand. The Comet trail can be yellow because it's like fire. Thank you for watching, students. Students, S-T-U-D-E-N-T-S. Just another word for people attending a class. I'm just trying to find a particular shading gradient device. I can't look at the green. I want to say this was all part of my plan today, students. We're learning how to remove pieces of the... sometimes you make a piece of art and you want natural light to come behind it. This is almost like a Thomas Kincaid art piece. And that's what we're doing today, students. This was all part of the plan. Did I get you? Did I trick you? Well, then my plan worked, and you've learned a valuable lesson. Now, we're just going to add some natural light behind there. Have any questions about it? We created a skyscape with two bird business partners, a snow cloud, a snow person you can see, and a snow sun, or a sun. And if you have any questions, you were unable to attain